So talks are currently underway between the Congress of South African Trade Unions and public sector unions as they wrap up consultations. This as formal wage talks are set to start. The two-year 3% wage agreement in the public sector comes to an end in April 2025. Cosatu convener Khaya Sodidi says their members want a double-digit salary increase, and he joins us for more on these talks and consultations. Khaya, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I think let's start off with the unions that you have spoken to this week and what numbers you're getting from them on the public wage, on the wage increase for public servants.
Good morning, Naledi, and good morning to the viewers of Newzroom Afrika, and thanks for having us. Naledi, what we have done as a Cosatu unions, we have conducted a research on the economic outlook of the country, and also we did also a study for the past 4 years, the increase the public sector employees received versus or compared to other state-owned enterprises like Eskom, SARS, and so on, and Salga, including Salga as well. What I've discovered through the study for the past 4 years is that the government employees actually have been under the increase has been under inflation. If you have to compare the others, for example, Eskom, for the last 4 years, Eskom managed to give employees increase of 7% in a row, and then government on other side, they've given employees less than that. For example, you remember, Naledi and the viewers, that 2020 post-COVID-19, government gave employees 0%, and then the following years it was 3.5%, and so on, and then this year is 4.7%. So our studies show that the employees of government have been really not receiving real increase if you have to compare with the running away inflation and then prices, food prices, petrol, and so on and so on. So out of that, then when we met as Cosatu and then discussed the study, we then developed a consulting document so that take it down to our members, so that our members can look at that and then give us a mandate. But out of that, we reached a consensus that a double-digit increase will be proper. But we are still busy with the consultation. We're consultating, and then we're meeting on the 16th of August to get the feedback from the members. But the indication is showing that we'll be demanding double-digit on the salary increase.
And you don't know what that digit is, but it is quite a leap from the 3% that agreement coming to an end next year. So, you know, one wonders what that looks like. As you've done this comparative study, perhaps of where you've been with negotiations, you've done the work and research to look at what you have been able to negotiate over the past 4 years. Have you also tried to look at government affordability? I mean, one thing that can't be denied is what has been argued over and over again, even by Treasury, is that bulging wage bill. The Center for Risk Analysis, for instance, ran a study saying that our wage bill is at 721 billion rand a year. When you crunch the numbers, is that bulging further?
Naledi, we believe, number one, that the increase of government employees is affordable. That's number one. That's our belief. Because one thing we've been constantly raising as unions is the issue of the corruption, or the issue of the money missing and then not going where it's supposed to go. So we have been calling that we need to close those holes so that the money can be, we can see the money, and the money can go to the service delivery and also to the employees. That's the first part. The second part is what you've raised, Naledi, that for years we've been listening that the wage bill for government is bloated, and same as the employee structures. But the irony is that we have seen post the elections that our government has actually increased ministers' posts and then deputy ministers' posts.
Yeah.
In some departments, you've got 2 deputies and so on and so on. So you can't, Naledi, you signal right and then you turn left
Okay.
as government, that there's no money, but you are still increasing the cabinet posts.
Yeah, because this study that I'm talking about essentially labeled South Africa having, what it says is South Africa has the third largest public sector wage bill as proportion to GDP in the world. I mean, that's quite a position that we hold there in terms of the size of our public wage bill. But we've seen this NEC Lekgotla also taking place, Cosatu and the SACP alliance partners raising their concerns around the government of national unity. On the sidelines of that, Cosatu also unhappy about the way forward. But this is what's interesting for me. Do you have confidence that even with the government of national unity that your calls for more money for public servants will be heard when you have said yourselves as a trade federation that in the run-up to the negotiations of that GNU, you weren't given enough consultation?
Yes, Naledi, we are correct. We cannot run away from the national of government unit we're having now. What we have resolved as COSAT, first and foremost, Naledi, is that we, under this government of national unit, we have resolved that we are going to, number one, defend all the rights and gains of the employees, in particular the collective bargaining. So that one we have resolved, and then we are going to carry that as a campaign. So the issue of the government of national unit and the budget and also giving us what we want, we are going to push for that. The issue of are we confident that we are going to get that is something we have to see, because as unions, we are going to push that the employees, irrespective of the new arrangement of government, the employees should get what they deserve. So for us, it doesn't change the fact that we believe that this can be affordable, even if it's under the government of national unit. But ours, like we said, that we are going to push and defend the gains of employees, in particular collective bargaining.
All right, well, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for your time.